Okay. Oh, it's the wrong way. There we go. We're smooth like that. Hey, happy
Translating's the winner.
It's the wrong way. Turn that down. Okay. Happy Monday. It's race week. I'm so excited.
I'm like rolling.
Yeah. Should have gone with the stool.
This one's padded from the butt.
You don't need any more padding. How's everybody's Monday? Having a good day? It's a Monday. Wasn't bad for us. It just kind of chill.
No.
Getting all ready for the weekend. Chasing the Dragon Hillclimb. So excited. I can't wait. Yeah, you got your shirt on. This is from, we got it last year, but it has all the previous years.
It does.
Like,
and we would have the camera flip so that all these words came out looking proper.
Yeah.
But we can't handle that
We don't
because
like it.
we can't see ourselves. We like talking to ourselves, I guess.
I guess.
So.
Well, if not, I would just stare at you and have a conversation.
That's right.
Instead of just looking at you
Yeah,
in the camera.
I can see. We can see each other in the camera.
So,
we're not just talking to the back of a phone.
Yep. All right, what have we been up to this past week?
We got Trad and Calvin on here.
How about this?
That'll work.
Is that better? Bot petition. What's that? Oh no. I don't know what a BOP. I don't know what that is.
We're not cool. We're not cool.
We're
enough
not
to
cool
know
enough
that.
to know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we've been busy. Real busy. We're just now slowing down on our busyness.
Today and tomorrow won't be bad. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday will be
Wednesday will be a little crazy, and then
Wednesday.
Thursday we hit the road.
Yep.
It's not 5 hours to Kentucky this time, though. It's about, what, an hour?
It's almost like 2 hours.
An hour and a half, 2 hours, yeah, something like that.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right, last Tuesday, we went to Balance of Performance, Driver's Love. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it now. Last Tuesday, we went to the track at Asheville. They were offering free 10-minute sessions if you signed up. And if you set the fastest lap time out of all the people that showed up, you won a free month of membership to the track at Asheville, which lowers your cost, you know, your time on the sims. About 16 to 18 people showed up. I signed myself and April up. It was really, really fun. They divided us into 3 different groups. The first group of guys, it was guys, but the first group was made up of people that had put the most laps in at the track, like the most experienced
members.
Yeah.
They knew their names, all these people.
Right. And the key was, this was a new track that nobody had ever driven at the track. They had just downloaded it for the event, and it was Rockingham in Britain, not like the local Rockingham, which is, where is Rockingham? Arkansas?
Josh Smathers wanted Rockingham because Motorsports for the Masses races at the United States Rockingham Roval, and apparently there's 2.
And the British it had a Roval as well.
Yeah, it was a circle track. They do that in Europe, as much as everybody would like to think that it's only Formula One and
That's pretty cool.
all the tea drinking motorsports. They do Euro NASCAR and stuff over there, so they have that stuff.
They do, yeah.
And they think that the American big V8 vehicles are super cool, the same way that most of Americans think that imports are super cool. So it just matters where you're at.
I guess so.
But yeah, so it was a different track nobody had driven.
It was a pretty neat track. April and I were in the second group. We did really good. I did okay once I figured out the correct way to go. I guess somebody went the wrong way the very first lap and took out the wall of cones where you should have known you should have went to the right or to the left for you guys. And so I did most of my laps not on course, which added a lot of time. So I wasn't competitive, and Kyle lovingly took the time even after I bit his...
like
I bit his head off. I was like, I can't hear you.
Right up in front of her, I was like, this way. She got headphones on. She can't hear what I'm saying.
I couldn't hear anything. I was like, I can't hear you. Stop it. I'm driving.
She was like, what?
I get in the zone.
I was like, you're out here joyriding on some freaking other piece of track that's not the course.
Yeah, he finally pointed to the track, and you could see my car was way not on it. I was like, oh.
She was like, the track came this way, and she was just a little dot over here, just out in space, and she was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then she shaved like 8 seconds off her lap time.
Yeah.
So somehow she still got back on track to complete a lap.
Yeah, I think I only got like 2 laps in, but I did come in first for my group. But that put me in, I got 6th overall, and April was right behind me with 7th overall. She was like 10ths off of my time.
Yeah,
she did really, really good.
She's getting in the zone pretty good.
She's pretty hard on it. She's liking the driving.
Mm-hmm.
She really is. I was really proud. We had such a good time, and we got to hang out with Cam, and we saw one of our old buddies, Mark Wall
was there. Yeah,
and we got to hang out, and we got to see some other buddies we had kind of met up with at the track at Asheville, Jeremiah and stuff. So it was really fun.
It's a good group of guys, real laid back.
It was fun to race and then hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, we stayed there for a couple hours after we were done, just chilling.
Talking. It was great. It was really, really nice. Great atmosphere. I really like it there. Really,
yeah.
I can't wait to see a lot more people going, and maybe even having to wait for sims. Because right now, like, if you go, you're gonna get on a sim. So you should go check it out.
It's not too crazy
right
now,
about
but it's gonna be crazy.
It is, because it's awesome. It's an awesome place.
Yeah. So Joel's done a great job setting that up, and he's got a few key guys there helping him out. It's a really awesome network of computers and everything, and everybody has sim racing at home, which you can do, right? We have that at the house, not with our factor, but
the quality.
Their sims are way better. You're not going to have to finance something like that, most likely, and you don't want to. You can't race with somebody at home unless you're online. You're not really with them.
That's the other thing. It's like very social.
Yeah, if somebody wants to race against us, whoever's driving the sim here, they have to use a controller, so it's not quite the same.
Yeah. So it's fun. I really love that place. You should check it out.
And they have all the local tracks in the United States there.
They have a lot of tracks.
If you need to learn a track,
it's a great opportunity.
You can go do it there and be about as immersed as you can be without actually being on track.
Yep. So Wednesday, we finally really dug in getting the brakes put on Racecar. Did it just move?
I think it did.
I think I bumped it.
It's following somebody.
I think I bumped it with
We got our little DJI Osmo thing going.
Anyway, so we got really hard into the car. We got the axles out, opened the diff. And I think that was as far as we could go.
Yeah.
Because we had to fill the diff back up.
Well, we got the axles in, put the diff cover on, and then we had to wait for the sealant to cure.
Yeah.
So it's 24 hours with most RTV black, high temp, silicone-based gasket sealer. So, that was really a stopping point that day.
Yeah, we were able to go ahead and put the caliper relocating brackets on.
Without Ford bolts.
Yeah.
So many days are mixing together.
So
we did it. We put the relocating brackets on without Ford bolts because 4 of them came in, but not all of them came in, and I was tired of waiting.
Yep.
So we put them in with, it's the same grade bolt and everything. We had them.
It was actually a higher grade
last time. So got those torqued in.
Yep. It went pretty smooth. I was really happy about it.
I don't think when we got the bracket in, we didn't put. I don't know if did we get all the back end put together that evening.
No, we did the next day because we had to wait for the RTV to dry. So on Thursday, Wednesday we got most of it done. Got the diff cover back on, filled it full of diff fluid.
We couldn't put the brakes on and everything.
Sorry. We couldn't fill it yet.
Yeah, we did everything. We did everything but fluid. So we had the car together, no wheels because we had to bleed the brakes, so no wheels mounted, but all the componentry on, And
that was the night Sheila came over.
That was Wednesday.
Yep.
And
Sheila Cockrell came over.
Yep, she came and helped wrench a little bit.
Fellow hill climber.
Yep. So,
awesome.
And then Thursday I got home from work, and we filled the rear diff and the transmission, and bled the brakes.
Yep, and we put Carbotech brakes back on the car.
We put track compound back on.
Once we got everything topped off, we filled the transmission, did the diff, and bled the brakes. We immediately took the car out to bed in the new rotors on the rear, and I was really impressed with stopping power once we were bedding them in, but we kind of drove
like 55 mile an hour stops.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Once they got hot.
Right. And it was really hard to keep heat in them because we drove around a little bit, got on the interstate. I wanted to see what they would feel like from like triple digits down to 0 or down to like 20. And coming off the interstate, first and foremost, the initial bite of the brake pads were not there. There was still really bad shuddering in my steering wheel, which kind of freaked me out. And the rest of the way home, you know, through traffic, I was just kind of not loving my brakes because I would go for the pad or for the brake pedal and it just would kind of take a second for them to come in. But they're race pads. So,
they're made for super high heat.
So I was kind of, you know, mulling that over in my head for a while, and then I was like, you know, I want to go back to the stock pads because I still have plenty
which is a good choice for hill climb.
For the hill climb this weekend. So
also, you had the shuddering. So we were like, well, we'll change the pads and see if it keeps shuddering.
Right.
So I put the other pads on.
So that was Friday. I woke up Friday and I wasn't feeling good. I had really bad, like I was just really, really dizzy. I just couldn't do anything. Like it was. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff going on.
She's not the best roll around on a creeper. A lot of people can't do it and roll around. I got a guy at work that's an awesome mechanic, and he can't get on a creeper without getting vertigo. So I think it was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So,
but when I woke up on Friday, Kyle was already out here first thing in the morning, swapping over to OE pads.
Yeah, so it was
super cool. He then just went to work. I mean, he got up, changed my pads, and had to go into work for a little bit. But Friday,
we had a Friday meeting we had to go to.
Yeah, because he normally just works 4 days a week.
Yeah, I was there for a couple of hours.
And so, but the rest of Friday was pretty chill. We kind of got some more of our camping stuff situated, but not all of it.
Yeah. Now, and we're thinking the car's done at that point.
For the most part,
but Ryan didn't feel good enough to go drive, so we're just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
Woke up. Well, you know, chill out this evening, and then tomorrow you can take it for a ride and
hopefully
feel it out.
Feel better and
which would have been Saturday.
Woke up Saturday feeling good. No more vertigo. April and I hopped in the car. I had gotten a call on Friday that the bolts that I needed for the GT500 brake caliper locating brackets had come in. We had already put everything back together, but I still needed to go pick them up. I also wanted to get another spare key. I only have one key for the car, and the car has to be there at 4 to get programmed.
Yep.
So I was like, this is great. So April and I got up and took one of our super awesome curvy roads all the way out there. The car handled really good. Definitely still had a shudder.
How was your shifter?
That was the other thing. My shifter was amazing. I got to drive it when we first bed in the brakes, but really getting the hang of it, you know, upshifting, downshifting through turns, and just, I love it so much. I am able to shift a lot faster. I don't know if it's gonna save like a whole second on like a lap time, but it is definitely gonna knock off time. It's pretty serious. You
got to think about it. That's coasting time on a straightaway. You're coasting when you're in between gears. So it is huge.
My shifting previously made me cringe. Like I was just like, God, why can't I do it faster? So I still can get more faster in my shifting, but it is a lot easier now with the new Hurst Competition Plus shifter. So I'm loving it. April and I got out to Ford. I was super stoked. Of course, the salesman come out and we're just like, we love your car, you know, what can we help you with today? I'm like, I need a key made. And he's like, parts is closed. So that was my blonde moment this weekend. Asheville Ford They're open on Saturday. Four Seasons Ford in Harrisonville is not. I prefer Four Seasons. I've always had pretty good experience out there. And so that was a bummer, but I was able to pick up the bolts that I didn't need. So it wasn't a complete...
And test the car out.
Yes, I did. I mean, that was the biggest thing. But so it wasn't a complete waste of time. And then when we got back home, I told Kyle that the brakes were still shuddering, and he was like, call Cody and see if he's at Black Mountain Tire, which is my sponsor, Black Mountain Tire Connection in Black Mountain. And he was, and I was like, would you mind turning my rotors? And he was like, yes, and he's so nice.
Yeah, so he did us a solid. And they weren't bad. They were only a couple thou out, but that's when they're not super hot. So when they got real hot, it must have gotten worse. That was the thing,
like the initial bedding things in, it was really not, there wasn't any shudder, but once they had gotten up to temperature and were at like a certain range, then it would get really, really bad. And then they would get like hotter and it would kind of go away. It was very weird. It definitely explained all the weirdness I was experiencing at Time Trial Nationals, and it just was not confidence inspiring. So I was really hoping that turning the rotors would, solve the problem. And the rotors definitely are thinner. We're going to end up buying...
Just a smidge.
We're going to end up buying new rotors for the track time. These turned rotors will just be for the hill climbs. And, I mean, they've lasted a year. That's a year. So...
That's a year of tracking, and... They, I think, would have lasted longer, except for you put the more aggressive pad on.
Agreed.
And that was...
Yep.
That was what did them in.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you're just not... You put so much heat in the wheels and the rotors and the tires that you just can't expect that stuff to last forever. So, it's just stuff we're learning. We've only...
Been doing it a year.
Been doing it for a year. So, it's a lot to figure out.
So, after...
Backup rotors... are a good thing to have, or to be able to know where you can go and get a set. And luckily, most of the cars people track aren't specialty item vehicles where you can go to Advance and get another set. But I'll say that a set of rotors from Advance, probably, or O'Reilly's or whatever, you might get your session out of them. I don't know. These are Brembo blanks that she had on there on the front. And like I said, they weren't bad. But, we'll definitely be picking up another set for track. For hill climb, you're going uphill. You're not really...
We're not going to get that. It's like
she
street
needs good
driving.
brake bite, and that's about it.
That's the biggest reason I went back to a stock pad, is because it's kind of like driving in the mountains, just a little bit harder. I think there's like 5 places I really need to use heavy brakes. It's just not... not a huge deal to have a real aggressive compound. You want initial bite.
Yeah, you're never going to heat them up going up.
Especially with my 4-inch brake ducts, Yeah, they're going to stay so cold. So after we got the rotors turned, we went back out to bed them in, did our little routine, and coming off the interstate, slowing down from 100 miles an hour, the car just stopped so smooth. Yeah, exactly.
We're in Mexico.
That's right, of course.
I don't know why the camera keeps moving.
I don't know either.
I swear we're not.
It's fine.
We're not hitting
I wouldn't mess with it. But the car stops smooth, y'all. Like, it does everything I want it to do now. Like, it stops and turns, and it is just so precise. The only thing I could wish for were, like, Michelin tires. I still don't
love...
100
horsepower?
Yeah, well... I don't know. At a hill climb, it's not too,
yeah.
For me, I'm not
ready.
We're
probably going to bring your Michelins.
I don't know.
Just in case.
I still don't love the RE71Rs.
Yeah.
They're a great tire. They have a lot of grip, but the feedback is... It's not as confident, as inspiring as the Michelin Sport Cup 2 Connects were to me. And like I said, I've done all of my performance driving on Michelins, and... They definitely have similar driving characteristics compared to these RE71Rs, and I just don't love them. But they are good tires. I do trust them to a point, so I can't complain too bad. The car is set up. I am stoked. She is so good. She's just back there. I love her.
Yeah, I spun it around that way after we got it all done so that it would be easier to load on the trailer on Thursday.
Yeah. So that was Saturday, and then Sunday, we went through all of. Actually, you got up and washed my car inside and out.
Vacuum, wash, because it's gotta look good for the pictures.
And you did the tow
And the
truck.
Tundra was nasty. There was probably a large fry in the back.
The kids are so messy.
I did my best to vacuum that out. I cleaned the floor mats.
Oh,
I pressure washed the floor mats. It worked really good. I don't really like those floor mats, and I was like, we'll just try to pressure wash them instead of using anything fancy. But it did really good. So
good now.
if you don't care about possibly ruining your floor mats, you could. I took them out of the truck first.
Were you really worried?
I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, that's a 06. That's a 15-year-old floor mat. I didn't know if this shit was going to blow all over the place, and I was going to just have fibers everywhere. But it worked great.
That's funny.
We're probably going to end up not having those floor mats in the truck, or better seats or whatever. We've been talking about a lot of stuff for the Tundra because it make it more comfortable on these trips to go.
We want to go farther. And we're gonna do weather.
I have Husky liner in the Tacoma trad, and I definitely like those kind of floor mats because you can just. I mean, the dirt doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not really ever in the truck barefoot, so it doesn't care. I don't care if it's got carpet or whatever, but maybe some Weticola seats. We really got to decide if we're going to keep on investing money in that truck, or eventually, how long is it going to be before we're going to get something else that'll tow a little better. It'll probably still be a Toyota, but a little bit bigger motor. We'll see what these new Tundras look like when they come out next year.
Yeah. So, and we, the rest of the day on Sunday, we went through all of our camping gear, really trying to get that situated.
Tested out our camp grills, which you can look on my, I put a post up about that, and we're going to be ballers at the campsite with that stuff.
Because we're going to be 30 minutes from town, so we don't want to have to go to town. And we're going to be there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. There's hot showers, so we're not going to be like crazy stinky, but we need everything. So we're really
I'm
trying
really
to plan
expecting
so
to not have to come back to town.
Yeah.
Because it's an hour. I mean, that's an hour we can't hang out with Racecar people.
Yeah.
That's an hour we're not resting.
Yep.
That's more money we got to spend on gas. That's more money we got to spend on food. There's really not an amazing assortment of food. Robbinsville, for the destination it is for the Tail of the Dragon and everything, it is a really small town compared. I mean, Black Mountain's not big by any means, but we got a lot of stuff compared.
We do have a lot of stuff.
So, I mean, there's a couple of fast food restaurants and stuff, but we don't want to eat that because it makes you feel bad when you're there, you know. So we're going to bring all our own food. We're going to prep some meals and put them all in little Rubbermaid totes for each evening, and we'll video all that while we're there, and it might work great. Maybe. It might be a shit show. I don't know, but we're gonna. That's what we're gonna try to do.
Try to share our experience, won't we?
Yeah, it might. It might rain like hell while we're camping.
I'm nervous about the rain.
So the biggest thing is we don't have cell reception at the campsite. We have it on the mountain. Right. So it'll probably go dark once we go back to the campsite as far as any social media stuff.
Yeah.
So Ryan will try to get all her updates in while we're up there. And then, but we do have, my tent has solar panels so we can charge batteries. We'll be able to recharge our phones. I probably won't need to recharge the camera. Oh yeah, I'm hitting it with my...
Yeah, you're playing the drums down there.
So we'll be able to recharge our phones to do uploads and stuff. So it'll just be...
It's going to be a learning experience.
It's like 2 events. So we're going camping for 4 days.
Yeah, away from civilization.
And while we're camping, we're racing. So it's kind of a... It's kind of a different...
I can't help it.
A different feel. Because usually we're at a hotel room, but if this works out well, you can camp everywhere we go.
I'm not camping at the track.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I don't mind camping in the woods, but if there's a hotel, I want a hotel.
We'll camp at the hill climbs.
Yes. No, because the Pine Mountain hill climb, I'm wanting a cabin again. That was awesome.
That's right. There's cabins right there.
So sweet.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm. So it was a good week. Lots of planning for the hill climb.
Yeah.
And, you know, this week is going to be, we're going to go grocery shopping. Then we're going to cook up some food to take with us, pack, and head out Thursday.
Yep. I have my whole camp kitchen packed up in one storage tote. So we should be good to go. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I've never brought an oven to the woods. So
I'm just nervous about our propane situation. You think we're going to be good on 3 little bottles. 3
propane bottles.
I'm like, if you think we're good on 3, we should probably bring 6.
We can bring 8 if it makes you feel better. I can bring a big one to refill the small ones.
What's going to make me feel better is just not having to worry about anything. So Calvin said, oh yeah, the camp. I would love to have like a motor
Campers are hard. I mean, they're awesome when you're there. We had a trailer for a bit, a camper trailer, Coleman. It was nice. Gio was a little too young, and then it got taken out by a hailstorm, and we ended up coming out pretty good on it.
It was kind of a really good thing because we had just gotten into a big car payment with this.
Yeah, we had the camper before the Mustang.
And we still had the camper car payment, and we could make it, but we couldn't really do anything else. You know, we were strapped down a little bit.
Yeah,
so. But I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
It was stressful towing it there, and it was stressful getting home because now I had 2 houses to clean.
And
that was the other thing.
To have one that'll pull the Mustang there's just not a lot of them that have a really good tow rating.
We can afford.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get like an international Mack truck size thing. But there's a lot of them that people tow with that, I mean, we got to come up and down the mountains here. You know, it changes the game on what you can pull. So it's not really, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're not that big.
We would have to go. We'd have to track like once or twice a month for that to be a cost-effective option.
Yeah, which is hard when you have a 6-year-old.
Next year.
For us right now, we will be going to.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is there's all 4 of us in the camper.
Yeah.
Too. So.
You know, and I guess lastly, we're still working on our Project Overdrive, which is the thing I want to do to get women more comfortable around cars.
Did you release that name already?
I did. We did it last week. We told them what it was last week. So I'm in the process of making a private Facebook group. It's completely private right now, but if you are interested in going ahead and joining the group, even though there's no activity, you would just see it. You would just be able to see what I'm doing. Just let me know. I'll send you an invite. And you can just watch me build it. I've not done any posts or anything yet. So that's what's going on with that. We're still looking for a car. We have a very specific car that we're looking for. We are looking for a 2015 to 2017 Mustang V6 5-speed manual. We want low miles, which means under 50,000 miles, or it can have under 100,000 miles with all the maintenance records, because I just want to make sure oil changes have been at correct intervals. That's really the thing I'm most worried about.
Watching?
I don't know.
Probably not right now, but she'll be on here. Do you want to say hey to Rebecca?
Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca.
Oh.
He's such a
He can
ladies
tell you
man.
put a new profile pickup on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't know why.
Yeah.
He can just in the air.
And when I say like a car that we can afford, we're really hoping to spend like at the most really 20 grand. Like I really want to get it for like 19. It's already a hard vehicle to find.
$20 would be better.
Yep, $10 would be even better. So yes, as cheap as possible, but we're definitely wanting a clean car, clean title. We have a lot of boxes.
Yeah,
but
not
we'll
modified, because we're going to do that with the girls.
Oh yeah, and we have stuff to go on it. I already have a suspension for it. I have wheels and tires for it.
Crazy fancy.
Yeah,
and it needs to be preferably. So we're thinking like this is going to be during the night series for.
Yeah, he's gonna add another checkbox.
So I want, and Trad, you will appreciate this. I want a car to be a bright color, so that in the dark times it will still expose well while I'm trying to take pictures of it. So that limits you a lot on color. We already have a blue Mustang and a white Mustang, so really would like it to be a different color. I think, what is it, Race Red?
Yeah, we like Race Red.
Race Red.
Track says green.
They don't make that, man. If they made that green, but they don't make it in a 15 to a 17.
No,
that's a 2018 and newer
Yeah.
grabber green.
Yeah, they made guard green, which is like bullet color,
you can't hardly
but
tell
it's even
green.
darker. Only in 2017 as well.
So there's the white. There's a couple of colors of white. There's a white flat white. There's a metallic white.
Yeah, platinum.
There's a light silver.
Ignat.
And there's the red.
Or iconic silver.
Race red. Ruby red would be okay, but it's kind of dark. Ruby red's the metallic. And then the
yellow.
Orange, competition orange, and whatever the yellow's called. Like frickin' yellow.
Frickin'?
Yeah. It might get wrapped if it's a dark color. I don't know. It's just, it gets dark really quick at the night series, and, you know, the photos are repetitive. I haven't really been taking them this year of Ryan and April because we have a gajillion photos.
Yeah, I could pull any photo.
Yeah, you would never know
you would
which
know what night
autocross it
I
was.
took it.
So that's why I've been doing more cell phone of like the girls straight,
I love
you
that
know,
too.
and it's just phone pictures. She can post them quick. There's no editing required really. So been doing that in a little video here and there. But as the girls come, and then we keep saying girls, like this is going to be for ladies of all ages.
Yes.
Retired all the way down to 16-year-olds. So, because those ladies need to know they can get out and race a car too.
Yep.
But it's going to be, maybe they only come out one time to sow their oats at this and they have a good time and that's it. So we want some pictures so that they can remember it. And if it's just a really grainy, dark car, then that's not going to be as good. So we'll see. I mean, there'll be in-car video, of course. But yeah, I don't know. And, you know, we might find the right car and it's not the right color and it just is what it is. There's nothing, you know, we're not going to not get it.
Price over color.
Yeah. So
condition, price, all over color.
We're just putting the vibes out there so that we can have the right energies come back in and get the right vehicle. Yeah. And I know this is way off a Miata or anything else we talked about previously. But it's going to check off a lot of boxes for us because it's still an American pony car. It's different, but similar enough. Ryan will be autocrossing it too, trying to learn the car because it's got less weight up front. It might be faster than Hank. Probably not, but maybe. It depends on the autocross course. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah.
And April will have a dependable vehicle, and we can get funding for the consumables and not for the whole vehicle. And I don't have an extra car in the driveway because we have 6 cars right now.
We do.
And
I'll pay for
6 of them, we have title for all of them, so it's very good. Most people don't have title for it. And they all run.
They do.
They all run. My Tacoma needs a part.
Yes.
It needs a belt tension.
And a little bit of maintenance on the trucks.
Yeah. But they all run.
A little bit of maintenance on them. But yeah.
So I don't want another one. Yeah, it just gets, there comes a point when it gets a little stressful, and I don't want to get a car that is going to add stress. We're trying to have fun with this vehicle.
Yep.
So Trad says that orange looks good. The orange, I do like the orange, and I think it would really
I kind of like the yellow, but it's freaking
the orange
yellow.
and the yellow would pop pretty good. Peter Bushy's got a yellow one. It looks good. I don't dislike it. I like the metallic colors a little bit better, but we're going to have track insurance on the car. That's not to be said that something won't happen.
Yeah.
If something does happen, it's a lot easier to respray a flat color.
Non-metallic, not flat,
because they're not, you can respray a piece and not have to respray an entire body panel. So there's pluses and minuses to everything. And, you know, we'll just have to see what we end up getting. But that's going to hopefully happen before it gets too cold. I don't know if we'll autocross it this year.
Oh, man.
What?
We're off our game. We're not drinking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. He does drink. I don't know why he's not drinking tonight. But,
support.
You don't have to support.
So why are you not drinking?
Well, it's race week, so, A very wise man once told me, an ex-professional racer,
Old JK.
I hate to be like a name dropper. If I drop John's name, is that a name dropper? John Frolowicz. Anyway, he was like, you probably shouldn't drink like right before your events and stuff. And after the massive hangover I had on the last day of time trials, I think that's a good idea.
And vertigo.
Well,
so there's a lot of reasons to not drink.
The vertigo hit me really bad on Friday, and I wasn't expecting it. So I read that alcohol can not help that. So I definitely don't want to deal with that at all. As much as hill climbs are just fun, I still want to be competitive. My car is doing so good. She's amazing right now. So I need to be amazing.
And it's going to be a harder hill climb. You have competition in your class. You have
I do.
Warrant Shoe in the M3.
Yep.
Is racing against you.
Yep.
And,
so some competition on the mountain.
And you were close to Queen of the Mountain at Pine Mountain Hill Climb, but I think Michelle, she has a
she's really
super
good
production
too.
over or Sports Unlimited. Sports Unlimited.
I think it's an SU car.
It's fast.
And she's a great driver. Yeah.
She's on Hoosiers now, so
I don't know.
She's going to be quick. She's going to be quick there, and we want her to be quick. We want her to beat everybody. I want her to beat Mark. Whoop him. But we'll just have... Mommy needs every advantage she can have.
I want to be faster.
I
want to be closer to 2 minutes. I don't see myself getting under 2 minutes, but I would love to be closer to 2 minutes. Last year, I ran a 2 minute 14 seconds. And my car was way broken.
Yeah, broke car.
Yeah, so I had a really, really bad front driver's side wheel bearing. My rear brakes were installed. My brake pads were installed incorrectly.
Not by me.
No, we just never looked at them.
Just assume. Don't do that.
Don't ever assume. And then my driver's side rear, shock was loose.
Yeah.
Because the guy that put my roll bar in had to take it out to put the roll bar in.
Yeah,
and I guess when he put it back in, he just missed one or something.
No big deal.
And then
it was noisy though.
It was noisy, and we just thought that was Racecar.
Yeah.
And then my shocks and struts have adjusters that can firm them up or loosen them up. On the front, it was loose and tight, and on the rear it was tight and loose, so really out of whack.
Again, we just assumed they were all at the same setting when we put them on the car.
We did assume that, and I just assumed that the car was unwieldy because it was a Mustang, because everybody tells me Mustangs suck. And I was just okay, well, that's why
it was fitting the bill for what everybody said it was going to be.
But, I love the power, and I, was dealing with the handling characteristics. But once I started kind of figuring out how to set the suspension up, I was like, oh, this car actually handles really, really good.
Yeah. And you adjusted your sway bar for this event.
Yeah.
It's in the middle now?
Yeah, I put it back to the middle. I think I had loosened it for Pine Mountain, but Pine Mountain has a lot more elevation changes and a lot more tighter turns. Tail of the Dragon, or Chasing the Dragon Hillclimb, it's still up, and there are tight turns, but they're not hairpin turns, so I don't need that much flex in my suspension. I can have a little.
But we'll have all our
firmer.
tools.
So
if we get there and someone tells us that's crazy talk, so we'll ask Heike and
we'll ask the fast people what's up. But
really looking forward to camping there though, and hanging out with all the people.
To see all of our
Rattler Ford is supposed to be an awesome campsite. It's a group campsite.
It's a group, which is also new because I'm a really private person. I love being around people, and I love talking to all, the people that I love, and my car people, and my race people, but I need my quiet time. I have to retreat. I have to recharge. So to be at a group campsite where I can only just go to a little tent might be a little weird.
Well, it's a pretty big tent.
It is a big tent.
You can you stand up into that thing.
Yeah, not with the bed in it, because we have a big old air mattress.
We got a big inflatable mattress. We ain't sleeping on the ground.
We do this right, y'all. I'm so excited.
If I sleep on the ground like I used to, I'll wake up and feel like my back is broken. So I'll bring in a hammock too. Not that I'm going to sleep in that, but we'll have that to hang out in.
Yep.
All
right.
And I don't know. I don't know what else will happen at camp. Bring some fishing stuff. I don't know how long we'll have down there. We will be down there Thursday to prep everything and get situated. And Friday, we're still not racing, so we're going down a day early to get comfortable.
Right.
She'll probably putt up and down the hill. We'll probably end up helping set up, so what's going to happen. Steve's going to be like, oh,
yeah, we'll
y'all are
help.
here early.
Yeah, we'll probably help.
Help me roll this 8,000 foot of cord up the hill so we can get timing situated. So we'll see. It'll be
fun.
it's always fun with the
totally.
SCCA guys with that.
And I'm bringing cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play.
He doesn't play
Fun
any
fact,
kind of games.
when I was growing up, we played board games and cards all the time. I
had a bunch of kids his age.
I had like 8 or 9 of us, and it was
I'm the only child,
I
grew up alone.
Yeah, lots of tuna
For the most
fish
part.
and mac and cheese for lunch and hot dogs and stuff, and then a lot of board games. And I can't stand board games or playing cards.
No, he won't do it.
Hate it.
He doesn't
so
do it,
bad.
y'all. It's rough.
So,
I love it. I never had anybody to play with, so I love board games. Now I have kids. I play with them. Gio doesn't really get into it.
I just stare
He's
at the
Candyland
wall.
level, which isn't the most fun, but I still do it.
Yeah, so I might have.
So if it rains, you might have to play cards with me.
I might have to play cards.
But it is a group campsite. I might get to play cards with somebody else.
Who knows?
Won't be any drinking games though.
Not till Sunday.
Sunday though.
She'll bring it. You watch.
We might tie one on Sunday. Hopefully the weekend goes
because
good.
we'll be coming back Monday morning-ish sometime.
Yep, and we'll give you another update on next Monday evening.
Yeah, that might be on the road. We'll just have to see where we're at.
I hope we'll be back by then.
So, do you want to show anybody your shifter or anything?
That's a very put me on the spot. No, I don't want to move the camera, guys, because it's a pain in the butt. Just look for my posts. Another reason
it's
to
on
give me
there.
Well, it's not on there, but it's going to be on there this week.
It's going to be on there.
Yep, I'm going to make a post about the shifter.
We took some pictures.
Probably tomorrow.
They might
maybe
not
Wednesday.
be good.
So just look out for those.
Yeah, that's it though. So we're going to be heading out Thursday. Probably we're shooting for lunchtime. I don't know when check-in is at the. I don't know if it matters. Really.
Probably not.
We'll just show up.
Probably not too much.
Yep, that's the plan.
Awesome. Cheers.
Yeah. Hydrate.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.